What's up, everybody? This is Michael from Runecessor. I am one of the developers and the founder of this server, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys a couple different things we got going on for this Halloween season. Now, I know that it is November 2nd, so it's a little unorthodox that we be bringing you guys some Halloween content this late on, but this event is still going to be going on for the remainder of the week, and I wanted to give everybody who's currently playing an opportunity before we drown the server with new players. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the event. I'm going to show you guys what you can do, what you can get, and how to do the event itself. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and show you guys some of the items that we have here. Now, the items I'm about to show you guys are all custom items that we've made for the server, for the event itself. Most of these are probably going to be discontinued after the holiday season. I know for sure the Skimtars are going to be, so if you guys want to get your hands on some of these, I would suggest jumping into the game as quickly as possible, knocking out some attempts, getting some stuff from the graves, getting some stuff out of the Halloween point shop, and seeing if you guys can possibly hit those Skimtars before the event ends. With that being said, it does take a lot of dedication to getting some of these items because they are going to be discontinued, so we wanted to make sure everybody had a fair chance, and by giving you guys a fair chance, we just wanted to make sure not everybody could get them just by blowing through all their gold, blowing through all their donor tokens, whatever it might be. We just wanted to make sure that everybody could get a hand of these, but you know, not be drowning the server with a bunch of discontinued items. So with that being said, what's on my back right now, this is actually not a Halloween item. Those are the Zulrah wings. You can get those anytime throughout the entire time you're playing the server over at the Zulrah. He does drop them. It's a little higher percentage of getting them from getting a pet. But I mean, if you guys want those are something you can get. You don't have to worry about those being discontinued. Now, what I have on my feet here are the jack-o'-lantern boots. I might be giving them a little shading, so you guys might be sitting a little bit of a model upgrade to them, because I know right now they kind of look like some comfortable socks more than they do boots themselves, but they give you a little bit of a boost. Let me take the wings off so y'all can see. So if you guys are interested in grabbing these, it's a great seasonal item. It's actually the first Halloween item I made for the event. If any of you guys played Runecessor back in 2015, this was something that was in our server at that time as well. Now, they do have an upgrade from where they were last time we had them in the server. This is also a newer version of the server than we had previously. So if Runecessor seems familiar, we definitely hope to see all of you guys back on. We do have some veteran players who have come back to us after all these years in our relaunch. Now, with that being said, let me show you guys another item we got here. This right here is the jack-o'-lantern whip. I'll take the boots off so you guys can see the individual boosts. I'm going to be adding different stats to these. I know that they need a little bit of work. I'd like some feedback from you guys as to what you would like to see as far as stat boost on them. Now, let me take a look here. Let me show you guys the staff. Of course, he's got to turn his back to us as soon as I put that on. So let's give him a second here. This is the jack-o'-lantern staff. This is probably going to be a discontinued item as well. This was something I made for this Halloween season. Oh, let me show you guys one other thing. So you do have the ability to merge a spell from the spell book to the staff, so it does work exactly like every other staff in the game. Let me show you guys the dual Skimtar whips, or not whips, oh my gosh, the dual Skimtars now. Alrighty, so these are the dual Skimtars. These are most definitely going to be a discontinued item. This is something that I just put in the game for the holiday season specifically. It's got two little jack-o'-lanterns here on the bottom hilt of the swords themselves. It is dual wield, and it is usable against all monsters if you guys would like to see. The only thing that this thing does not have right now is a special attack, which you can see right here. We don't have a special for it yet. I'm thinking about making a custom special for it. Probably not something I'm going to do anytime soon, but I'm just kind of trying to get a couple different ideas. Maybe if you hit somebody with a special, bats fly around. I don't know. Whatever you guys think is cool, give me some feedback, let me know, and I'll see what I can make work out. Now, the other thing that you can get from the holiday event is this die right here. I just dropped it. So you can actually get this die right here, and that lets you recolor some items in the game, some items in the holiday point shop. I know that you can recolor dragon claws to get H-Ween dragon claws. So if you guys want some orange dragon claws, that would be pretty cool, and you can actually use that die to do that. Now diving back into the event itself. So what we're going to do whenever you log onto the server and you want to try the event, you're going to see the holiday icon here in the top left hand north side corner of the bank. You're going to come over here and talk to Death. And he's just going to let you guys know that there's a bunch going on in his world. People that he's put to rest are trying to jump out of their graves and run around. He's trying to haunt everybody, yada, yada, yada. And he wants you guys to go in there and teach them a lesson by looting their graves, and any items that you get from the grave you can actually keep. With that being said, before I jump over to the event and show you guys what you're going to be doing, this gentleman right here is wearing some Anku, I don't know how you say that exactly, but he's wearing some of the items you can get from the grave itself. Now, these are not something you can purchase from the holiday shop, and this is also something that's not going to be discontinued. You will be able to get this throughout the longevity of the server. You don't have to worry about them being discontinued. Anybody can get their hands on them. With that being said, they are very hard to get. Wow, look at that. Somebody has a pink Halloween mask. That was pretty quick. That's a hard item to get through the holiday event shop, which is why I say that. But you can actually get this red skeletal armor from the graves when you loot them. And they are pretty rare to get. They are some of the most valuable items in the server themselves. But with that being said, if you get them, you are one lucky son of a gun. So what you're going to want to do after talking to Death is you're going to get another attempt. You can do that with coins. You can pay 10 million coins or 15 million donate, or not 15 million, 15 donator tokens, and he'll give you an attempt. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit these gates behind him, either the left or right. And boom, it's going to take you over here to a very familiar Gravedigger minigame event from the actual RuneScape. And you can click these graves to loot them with however many attempts that you have. You're going to get some items. You might get some good items. You might get some bad items. You might get lucky and get the Anku armor. It just depends completely on your luck and how good you think you are going to be able to achieve getting those items from this grave. So one of the most common things you get from these graves is rune. You do get some gold, but you get a lot of rune out of it. Some items you can get are bones. You can get some magical paper, which will let you note items inside of your inventory. You can get the Anku, as I had told you guys. You guys can get some blood runes, some things for your maging, yada yada yada. But after you guys have looted as many attempts that you have, you're going to go ahead and come back and go : home. And what you're going to do from here is you're going to run over to Death, you're going to talk to him one more time, and he's going to ask you if you want to open up the shop. You're going to say yes and click it, and here you go. Here are the Halloween holiday point shop. I don't have a whole lot of points right now. I have not personally been taking part in this event just because it does affect the community gift that you guys can get, and I don't want to give too much of an unfair advantage to everybody. I want everybody to have a pretty equal shot at getting what they can. Now, I'm just going to buy something just to buy it because, I mean, I have everything from the holiday points, so there's not a whole lot that I need. But the dye, the dual scimitar, the jack-o'-lantern whip, the boots, and then the Halloween staff, those are all going to be items that are not available in-game, possibly not until next Halloween, but probably not ever again. So again, just make sure you jump in here and grab those. The Death Pet is actually pretty cool because you can get the Death Pet. Let me show you guys what he looks like. There is another way to obtain the Death Pet, but you have to be a donator. You have to purchase donator tokens in order to do it, or a custom pet scroll from the donator store on our website. And I apologize it is going so slow right now. It's probably because I have like 50 million things going on my computer at the moment. But let me go ahead and purchase this. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So if anybody wants to carry Death around with them, and I don't know if I'm going to put him back in the Halloween event next year, so this might be something good for you guys to get, especially if you're not looking to pay, I think it's only like $1.99 to get a custom pet scroll so you guys have your own custom pet rolling around with you. But let me show you what he looks like. Bada bing, bada boom. look at that. You guys have your own mini death. He's probably going to be hella confused when you run over there and talk to him again. But with that being said, you guys can use any of your points to get some of the items in the shop. I'm going to go ahead and buy a dragon bow. I don't know why I called it a dragon bow. I meant dark bow. I'm sorry. But the dark bow, we'll probably make that a recolorable item, so it'd be a good thing for you guys to have the dye as well as the dark bow, because as you guys can see, whenever I use the dye on the dark bow right now, it's not going to do anything just yet. And that's because it's not a recolorable item. So if you guys get on the server, this dye is not meant to be used on any and everything, only some items that have been custom recolored. So if you guys have any interest in having some items that are Halloween colored even after the Halloween season has passed, be sure to take a look at that dye and maybe into grabbing that, because that might be something good for you guys to hold on to. I don't know how many of you guys play the RuneScape itself, but one thing that RuneScape has that the price went up on dramatically was half full jug of wines, because I know you can't make them anymore. So the best thing I would say is maybe treat these dye packs as half full jugs of wine. It'd probably be something good to stock up on if you're wanting to make a good investment on return later. There's a couple different ways you guys can achieve getting points, or per se attempts on the Halloween event. You can talk to death, you can get some you can get some attempts for the Halloween event using gold or using donator tokens. Now, as we're progressing, we are going to have a couple different events where we're discounting price of attempts and different ways to get attempts, so that way everybody has different opportunities, and just a little bit more fun and a little bit more adventurous. Got a couple Slayer Masters right here. Now, what's really cool is we updated our Slayer system. Credit goes to Fantasy. He did a really great job making this Slayer system happen. It's pretty darn near close to RuneScape as it gets. You can talk to them, you can do duo Slayer, there's different ways you can do Slayer, and of course by completing tasks you will also get some Halloween points to use at the Gravedigger site. Now, it's not guaranteed 100% of the time, but if you do attempts, or if you go ahead and start a Slayer task and you go kill the monsters that are required for your Slayer task, you will eventually see yourself bundling up a good amount of points that you can use to go to the Gravedigger site and get yourself some loot. But with that being said, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about the Halloween event we got going on. If you're watching this and you're like, oh my god, this guy, I apologize for the quality of the video. I am not a YouTuber. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the server and the event itself. Now, we are looking for some YouTubers or some people to help us with some video and content making. If you guys are interested in that, leave a comment in the section below, send us a private message, whatever you got to do. Jump on the server, talk to me, send me a message through the forums, or I'll include our staff's email addresses below, and you guys can email any one of us and we'll get back to you as soon as we see it. We do check those pretty frequently, especially on the forums. We're pretty active on those. So if you guys are interested in having a position as a YouTuber, you will get your own YouTuber icon in game. We do give a weekly gold salary on game for YouTubers as well, and we do spiff out for videos made. So if you guys are interested in any of that, or if you guys are interested in checking out this event, go ahead and follow the link below, and we hope to see you guys in game.